Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to the Robertson Pro Career on Snooker 19. Today it is episode 54 and we begin the third Home Nations event of the season, the Bet Victor Scottish Open. Two massive objectives in this tournament. Now we won this last year, so we're looking to retain our title, but not only that, we are looking to keep the Home Nations sweep going because we won the English Open and the Northern Ireland Open early on in the year. So if we can win this, then we take that Home Nation sweep all the way to the Welsh Open. Now, if we win the Welsh Open as well, we'll get an extra £1 million. I'm not sure whether it will go on our ranking total. If it does, then we're in dreamland. We could be number one by the end of the year, but I really doubt it. But it'd be really nice to win all four Home Nations events. It's definitely something to go for. It's really exciting. But we've got to get past Kyron Wilson first, and you might be forgiven for thinking that it's deja vu, as I was when I looked at this screen and I thought, oh god, here we go again. Firstly, we've got Kyron Wilson, and B, we've got the problem once again, the glitch of it being, unfortunately, only a best of 5 frames. Now, admittedly, it wasn't necessarily a glitch this time. I did look at the settings and thought, how the bloody hell's this happened again? But it turns out I didn't set the match length to long before the last 32, and setting the match length, changing the match length will affect the match for the match length for the next match. So, unfortunately, this is, as the first 3 rounds are that I play off camera, unfortunately, it's going to be a best of 5. But hopefully we'll learn from what we did last time, play a lot better, because in Wednesday's episode I acknowledge I went for absolutely everything. It wasn't going to happen, to be honest, and we were going to be pretty lucky to get out of that with a victory. So we need to be a lot more Selby-like today. Focus on our short game. Our long game is very good. That's been proven by some of the good victories we've had, but we just need to prove that over a shorter length of time. And what's better, really, than getting it over Kyron straight away, the match after on camera? That's how I view it. So if we look at the head-to-head performance then, obviously, we've got that match that we'd like to forget from the UK's last time out. Bit of a shame, really. I'd have liked to have got further in the UK's, but a blip in what's been a really good season so far. But as you can see, before we lost him in the UK's, we had a good record against him. 3 consecutive victories, 2 of those being this season. Of course, we went on to beat everyone in the English Open. We went on to win the tournament, and hopefully that is the same here in the Scottish Open. But without any further ado, let's get into it today. Again, I can say all these things and it won't mean a lot, as with everything in life, actions always speak louder than words, but we'll have to see. I just hope that I'm not as aggressive as I was. It's not necessarily aggression that's the problem. I think it's going for those wild shots. I guess it's stupidity is the word. Being aggressive and going for long pots that you know you're going to get and going aggressively into the pack and opening them up isn't really a problem. The problem is when you start you run out of position and you start going for really tight pots that you've only got a half chance at, and effectively the risk outweighs the reward. So fingers crossed today is a much better day and we can go deep into the Scottish Open and hopefully win it. But the thing is, we haven't looked at the other 2 tournaments like that yet, the other 2 tournaments, the English Open and the Northern Ireland Open. So we can't think about that too soon. Again, there are 3 matches to go before we even contemplate getting to the final. So we're going to take this a match at a time. But once again, we're trying to retain our Scottish Open title. We won it back in Season 3 and in Season 1. It's been a really successful event for us down the years. We've won it twice. And of course, we are trying to keep that dream of the Home Nation sweep alive. If we can't do it, then we can't do it. But a really nice accolade to get to mark at the end of this career mode. We have got a half chance here, and once again, I'd say the reward outweighs the risk here. Really nice, and it's dropped in. Where's the cue ball going to end up? I think we're okay. And this is a very decent half chance at best to get in here. At least, I should say, sorry, not at best. It's going to require a good long pot, but just to make sure we pop this into the middle. I don't want to be playing any outrageous position. There is a gap, which means we can get to this long red. Might be a bit awkward on the black, but let's see. We might have to use the pink or the blue. See how far the cue ball travels.
Brilliant. Simply brilliant.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I think we'll go for the pink ball.
6.
Again, a tricky chance, but these are the sort of chances we were taking in the Northern Ireland Open. Good pot. The position's there as well. I think we'll come out with an attitude that I want to prove something today. Unfortunately, we've managed to put the pink spot, well, the pink not on its spot, which is a little bit annoying, but this red not as hard as it could be, so that's a bit of solace, I guess. It's there. Overdone it for the black slightly. In fact, we've overdone it for the black a lot.
13.
So, again, I don't see the point of risking position too much. Just going to play the blue. Again, it's all about control of the cue ball.
Well, no surprises here.
And this is a shot that I know a few people have said, well, you wouldn't play that in real life. No, you wouldn't play it in real life. But there are plenty of shots that you'd feel quite confident playing in real life. Not speaking from a personal perspective. But confident playing in real life that you wouldn't be comfortable playing in game. It's swings and roundabouts, really. And like with anything in life, you have to adapt to the table. Not necessarily of anything in life, I suppose, but in snooker. Let's just keep that to snooker.
19.
Let's say the pressure's on though today. I'm feeling it. We've been so good recently that I really want to make sure that blip in the UK's doesn't turn into a permanent slide. That's something to get worried about. Because for so long we've been looking for a really solid, good run of form. And it looks like we finally got it. Just want to keep it going.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it.
This is marginal. We've overdone it.
He won't be too happy with his position here.
Yeah, we've overdone it.
29.
I was fearful of that in the first place, to be honest. But, as I said, we're not going to do anything stupid. Just the safety. Might leave the red on, but there's not a whole lot we could do. That was the only red we could really play on. I think the blue covers that red.
Robertson, 29.
And yep, just a safety from Kyron Wilson. Oh, and he's hit the black straight away. Well, that's not ideal. Well, he must have hit the reds first. He must have done, or else, of course, that would have been a 7-point foul. So, he can count his lucky chickens there. Really can. Can't get over that. For all love and money, I thought he'd hit the black first. But that's not the best safety shot in the world at all. And Kyron Wilson's given a chance.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
And a good pot. You wouldn't expect anything else.
1.
Now let's see if Kyron can keep position. We couldn't. It was a tricky chance we had.
6.
We persisted with it. And were forced to play safe. Out of position. A little bit unlucky, I think, with how that ended.
7.
You got a bit lucky, to be honest, with that hit on the black.
He's taking on the long pot here.
What a wonderful pot.
Let's see what Kyron can do with this chance. I think we could really do with this opening frame. Two last 16 exits in a row in most seasons, it wouldn't be too much of an alarm bell. But as I said, the way we're playing, really want to keep that up. Ride the wave while we're on it, effectively, and keep riding that as long as we can.
19.
Because we know we're not going to dominate events forever. We're going to meet our match someday. Even Judd Trump, who's dominated snooker the last few years, hasn't won everything.
24.
So don't be fooled that because we won a few tournaments that we're going to win everything.
Well, an excellent pot.
But this is good stuff from Kyron Wilson. This might just be end of break. I think it is going to be.
That's a poor shot.
But once again, as we decide to do,
Wilson,
a safety shot, fairly similar break to ours. Obviously, Kyron Wilson afforded 4 extra points by the foul that we gave away by going in off, so that was a break of 32. which, as I said, wasn't too dissimilar to our break of 29. So it's not the 6 Reds tournament, it's now the 5 Reds tournament. 7 points between us. Who's going to crack first? It looks like it's going to be Kyron. Good long pot opportunity here. Opens up the frame if we can get this. And it's there. Good pot.
What a wonderful pot.
You always worry what's going to happen when the crowd doesn't particularly clap. I mean, that was so close to going in off there. The cue ball, it's almost scary. But luckily, on this day, we got a bit of luck.
He's aiming for the left corner here. Beautiful.
7.
I'm glad about that. The pink takes the black spot. Would have been a lot more awkward to play for a colour off this if the pink wasn't there.
Position looks good for a colour.
8.
Let's just see if we can keep our composure now. Clear up here and take the lead. Definitely a different prospect, these best of 5s. We've got to be off the marks pretty quickly. There's no time for mucking about.
Gently does it.
I think if that match against Corin would have been a best of 9, for example, then 3-1 at the interval wouldn't have been a terrible result.
Onto a red.
21.
But we're looking okay here.
22.
Again, don't want to get too excited just yet, but I'd say we're looking better than we were the other day. Not snatching our shots too much, taking a bit more time over things.
So I'd assume he'd take this on.
And hopefully it should be enough to give us the first frame. Now it's just a case of whether this red goes, and I think it should do. It should, yep.
27.
So that's going to give us a lead of 21 points. The black will give us a lead of 28. We'll leave Kyron Wilson requiring snookers.
28.
Just to make sure of things, because we've slightly gone out of position there. I'm just going to play the blue.
To strike this well. No doubt.
To get better position on the yellow, and we still do need this yellow now to win the frame.
33.
So
But you're best sacrificing points on one ball to know that you can get another 20 odd. But good yellow, it's been a good frame. A little bit scrappy, not our best display, but it's been enough to get through it at 1-0. And I'd say the pressure's off us a little bit now, which is nice. What I'm not going to do, though, now, unfortunately, which I was potentially planning to do if... Well, I haven't officially decided yet. Let's see. But what I wasn't going to do, because I'd lost in the UK Championship, I wasn't planning to play in the Masters, because obviously we've won that in the past.
Wonderful pot.
And we can't go for the Triple Crown this year. It's an invitational event, so I'll see how I feel about that one.
He's looking at the pot.
But this is our final season. We're looking to just win some trophies. Again, give a good account of ourselves, and the Masters is one we've already got in our locker. So
Pace required for this shot.
I don't see any benefit of going for that one particularly. Obviously, there's no Triple Crown benefit there because we were already out of the UK's.
60. And the first frame near Robertson.
But a good clearance there of 60. I'm surprised it was that much, but I do forget that it was from that good long pot.
Thank you.
We were 6 points behind Kyron Wilson with 29, and it was a good long pot from us, to be fair. And a break of 60 gave us the first frame. This second frame, it's crucial, really is. From the start, every frame is crucial. And that's why in a best of 5, I just don't like to lose the first frame at all. Because it's all downhill from there. Again, if you lose a second, then the paddock stations really start. Had to bring a few reds out into the open there. And the one thing we didn't want was to hit that yellow full ball. So it's going to be Kyron Wilson who's going to have the first chance. Not necessarily get first in, because he could miss this. But he's certainly going to have the first chance of the second frame.
This pot into the right corner.
But it's there. Good pot.
That's a good opening.
Good stuff. Tricky chance, though, like ours in the first frame. Not giving away anything easy. He's going to have to work for this.
6.
There's probably 3 or 4 reds there out in the open, though, that he can attack. So let's see if he can bounce back straight away.
Needs to be played at the right pace.
7. 14. 15.
I think he's had a bit of a brain fog there as Kyron. I mean, he gets away with it. He plays the yellow. But it was almost like he was positioning that cue ball because the black would be on the black spot. I guess you can go into autopilot. It's something I've done many times.
18.
Because the black's now on the yellow spot. Gives him a bit
Wonderful
of an issue, I guess, for
23.
position of the colour. The only
24.
good colour he can play is the blue. Because everything else is just far too much of a risk with how far the cue ball's got to travel. So these next few shots are going to be interesting. He's going to play the... What's he going to play here?
30.
Is he going to play the blue into the
I
pack?
want this to drop into the centre pocket.
Risky shot. Oh, he's not even played into the pack. So there's one
30.
remaining red he can see. And after that, then he's going to have to play into the pack. Just a nudge of the pack, but that is going to be end of break unless he wants to play something very ambitious. Well, he plays the green.
Leave it.
And, you know, it's a good pot, but he wasn't ever going to get any position there. So, not entirely sure of his plan in the end there. However, he's played a good safety shot. See what we can bat back with. And that's missing the ball. I'll tell you what's worrying me. We're doing this in most matches now. We're just playing the safety shots too hard, trying to get a thin nick.
4.
And he's going to have a second chance here, is Kyron.
Half a chance.
1.
Might be end of break already though here. I think he's just trying to go for the long red, and that was it.
1.
To make sure we keep our cool. Don't play anything silly.
Looks to be a pretty simple
Because I'd
safety.
say we've been let off the hook a bit there. Hopefully get some covering behind the black ball. I think there's a gap. He's not going to pursue it. Oh, interesting how the balls are laid out now. Just try and hit it a touch thicker, just so if we do go outside that margin, we do at least hit it, and we have done. This has got a good line. Close to the ball cushion. That's a good shot, that.
Great shot. That's a really
And
good
even
shot.
Dave Hendon appreciates it.
So he's looking
Excellent.
to play safe again. This is fascinating.
Oh, this looks way too thick. Interesting shot there from Kyron. We can... What's the PG way of saying this? We can play an aggressive shot here. And try and pop this into the middle pocket. I'm very tempted to go for it because I believe the safety...
He's taking this on.
We're going to struggle to play good safety here. So let's see how we go. Looks pretty good to me. And it's there. Excellent shot. Again, we might not get much out of this. But it's certainly worth a go.
Not an easy one.
Pretty
but a
confident
hard
of potting the
chance.
green. Oh, wow. What was that?
Neil Robertson.
Where's the black? I think the black might have just saved us. Oh, it has. It has. The black saved us. That was a poor shot, that was. Really was from us. But the black being put over the corner pocket has no doubt saved us there. Nothing goes into that one corner pocket, so we're pretty safe at the moment.
Brilliantly played.
But again, we could have avoided that really by just you know, playing safe in the first place. He didn't need to go with all that audacity, really.
The safety battle continues.
Trying to get this somewhere near to the brown. It's not a bad effort. It's not a bad effort. There is a chance on a red, which I ducked out of, and seems Corin is as well. Oh, he's going to hit the pink. Is he going to knock the black in? Oh, you lucky boy. So close to cannoning the black in, but this is a much better proposition now, is this red from this angle, so I'm going to take it on. Just got to pray that none of the reds we go into end up anywhere near that opposite corner pocket, but can you believe that? Can you believe that? I could accept that green being miles off, but that is just horrible luck. That's going to be the end of the frame, I think. Corin's going to win this one. But that, again, I think that was a shot that we were justified to go for.
And he's missed it.
But can you believe that? Oh, sure. Oh, wow. This will go past the pink. I was just thinking, I mean, this could be a horrible drawn-out frame of safety if both the pockets are covered. Could be horrible.
Nicely done. Good position to take on this pink.
Let's get that black out of the way, shall we? There we go.
Well, he lost control of the table there. He'll be annoyed with that.
That's just a facepalm moment, that is. Why didn't I just play the pink? And we knew we got position then.
Half a chance here.
Now this red does go, but again, I'm not liking it. Really not been our frame, this. We've played some dodgy shots, so we don't deserve to get anything from it. Unless we can save ourselves with a good safety here. No, it's not going to be hard enough. From that angle, that red's just a sitter. You can drop it in.
But not what he was hoping for.
Neil Robertson, 8.
That's exactly what Kyron's doing here. You wouldn't think he'd miss this at this pace. Yeah, it's there. We had a good first frame, but we've played some bad shots, really bad shots this frame. That being said, it's not all over until he pots this one, but, well, he potted that with some conviction, goodness me.
With that shot. What can he do here?
8.
So that was a really off-colour frame, that was. I can't believe some of the shots we played there. I mean, that green, there was way too much angle in that, way too aggressive. Again, we could have just played safe, really. I said, well, I'm confident in that green going in. That's famous last words, isn't it? Well, he's missed the red, but I'm going to concede the frame. We're 55 behind with 35 to play for. No point playing for snookers. We need 5 4-point snookers, so that wouldn't happen. Unless we got particularly lucky. But Mr. Wilson has played some good safety today. Just trying to play this as... Ugh. It's not going to work, is it? That red is in a really good position. We don't actually have to concede. We're going to give away a chance here. But you know what? At least we're only going to give it away on one red. Rather than going for a thick shot, trying to open them all up. But that being said, if we get a nick off the green, we needed something much thicker than that. If we got it closer to the... I guess we could have played it a bit thicker and got it close to the corner pocket. Made it a less attractive shot to play. Still might not play the pot here, but he is. And a good pot at that. However, that's going to be end of break at 1. Okay, Kyron's not had the best of luck here either. Where's this cue ball going to end up? Whew! That's not a bad shot, is it? Got him in a snooker. Didn't intend to be honest. Wants to get that red safe. And, well, is this now a chance? Can we see a red to the pocket? I don't think we can. No, it's not going to go in. So a bit of bad luck there. No plants on or anything like that. So this is really awkward. It's a great reply to our snooker. Guess a bit of solace in the fact that the black's still blocking that one pocket. Yeah, I don't think anything's going to get past that black.
Shot coming up.
Or maybe it is, or maybe it's not. Wow. We've not played the best today, so far at least. But neither has Kyron, and we'll try and take this chance. It's the chance we kind of deserved, I guess, for getting the snooker, but it was a good response from Kyron to keep himself safe. So the black's there.
8.
Once again, we're not going to be on anything, are we? We're not helping ourselves out here. Well, didn't realise this one went. I'm glad I had a look at it, because it does. Certainly does go. Just tell we've lost a bit of confidence in our game.
9.
It's not naturally flowing as it was. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Or as a golfer would say, sit.
16.
We're struggling a bit here. That's a good shot though. Good pot at least. Not too sure about the position. We were just really going for the pot. I guess we've got good position on the blue.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket.
Good pot. Good
Excellent
stuff.
shot.
Great technique. Superb cueing.
Right, hopefully this is the shot that puts us back on track. Back in position. Certainly does for the black. And hopefully this now opens things up for us a little. Give ourselves two options, either the one to the corner pocket or indeed the centre pocket.
30.
I think the one to the centre pocket is a lot less risky. And you can notice I'm not talking as much. Just trying to concentrate. Because these tournaments can quickly add up. Can go very quickly if you start going out of one or two. And your season can very quickly get derailed. So I feel like this match is a very important one.
A delicate touch.
Just for our confidence.
37.
And a bit like in the last match, I can't see us winning two in a row.
He's an expert long potter.
That's why
and
we've
he's
got to win
taking
this
his
one.
time.
Give ourselves a bit of a buffer.
Quality cueing there. Really good.
42.
But we're not looking in bad shape.
This should be pretty
Be a
straightforward.
good boost to win this in one visit, though. Oh, that's way too hard. Something not quite right at the moment.
43.
Certainly haven't got the cue ball on a string like we did a few matches ago. Amazing how you can lose that form so quickly, isn't it? I suppose it's a confidence thing, isn't it, actually?
Left corner pocket. In it goes.
But we're getting there. Again, by hook or by crook, it's not the most natural and we're having to move the cue ball around more than I'd like, but End of the day, the break is still going. And approaching one that should be able to give us victory in this frame. In this singular visit. Not over yet though. Got 6 reds at the table.
56.
We lead by 55. That'll give us a lead of 56. So we need a colour and another red.
Great opportunity.
And that, whether it's a bit of luck or not, I don't know. But a lovely position on the black from there. Came off the black cushion and played a really nice shot. So black, which we'll get, and the next red, and that should be the frame. Just takes the pressure off just slightly. And this is a bit more like it, you know. With every ball we're potting in this frame, we're getting a bit more confidence. Our position, as you can see, is getting better. Yes, we got a bit of luck, sure, with where we positioned ourselves for that black that opened everything up. Could have opened up the table and not been on anything.
72.
That's the worst thing. The red's all scattered and not been on any of them. That one just about drops in. We did go out of position slightly there. Wasn't the plan.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket.
This is going to go back on its spot, isn't it? Yeah. See, we're still not playing perfectly.
It's half a chance, but
it's still enough to win the frame. Can we make a century? Let's see.
What a beauty.
80.
Won't be a total clearance, of course, whatever we do, because Kyron did pop that singular red earlier on in the frame. Couldn't make any more of it, though, unfortunately. I'm just hoping if we do get through this match that we're not permanently imprisoned by best of fives.
86.
So this needs to be a good pot along the cushion, the side cushion. It was the only way we could have really played that. Oh, it's tough, this. It is, it's tough.
Tricky pot along the cushion here.
Let's see. Looks okay, just need a bit of fortune. Nope.
Neil Robertson.
Not quite there, but you know what? From when we were in that last match where we played really poorly, couldn't get 2 pots together in most cases. We've proved that probably was just a blip. The raw form is still there. We haven't lost it. Good break of, I think that was 90, wasn't it? 91. And, yeah, we're 1 frame away from the last 8. Again, it's not all over at the moment, most certainly not. But it's a good position to be in. 1 ahead with 2 to go, and Kyron Wilson potentially has given us a bit of a chance. I'm glad I've just checked that. I've just had a light bulb moment. Duh, that doesn't go. A bit of a shot to nothing, though, here. Potential pot, but good safety if not.
That's an unforced
Nope,
error.
it's
He'll
not
be
there,
fuming
but
about that.
cue ball should be... Oh, well. Didn't want that kick off the brown. One thing he has done, as I've said over and over again now, is he's played some very good safety today. And he's been in a few snookers and got out of all of them very well and not left us with anything. And to be honest, then it's us who's played some poor replies to that. So kudos to Kyron. Obviously in game we are a few places above him in the rankings, but he's still a solid player. I think he's, from when we've played, he was a bit unlucky to be down there. I say down there, but
14.
He's still 12th in the rankings. Not terrible, is it? Well, he ran out of position there, but once again, his good safety game continues. Can we get a good safety game going here? Or can we fluke one? We fluked one, ladies and gents. Well, if that was real life, I would hold my hand up to Kyra and apologise for that. Certainly didn't foresee that coming, but you know what?
He's going for it.
Might just be a little bit written in the stars, this, that
Magnificent pot.
we come back and win this match. Don't have that blip last any longer. But
Well,
blips can
he's taking
last
it on to the left corner.
a few frames to a few matches, I guess, to a whole season, and then maybe it's not a blip. Remember against John Higgins, that second session we had was horrible in the English Open final. I think it was 2-2, wasn't it, at the mid-session?
He's an expert long
And we
potter,
came out of the
he's
second
taking
session
control.
7-3 behind. And I thought that was the end of our golden run. Well,
9.
6 frames in a row, and we won that one 9-7, so
This is
we've
a
come back
challenging
from
shot along
some
the
tough
cushion.
situations this year. Again, we're
Oh,
getting a bit
tremendous
dramatic considering that we've only just gone out of the last 16 of the UKs. It's not terrible form, but for what we're striving towards and how we've been playing, it certainly was a shock. Must admit that, at the very least. Does this red go past the black and the... I think it does, yes it does. Just looking at the red, does it go past the black ball and the red? Now we've just got to play this position well, and we might have overdone it slightly.
15.
However, should still be okay. This, I would say, definitely goes past, and it does. It's in the pocket. Oh, a little too straight on this red. Sorry, on the blue. No wonder we're not winning winning matches if we don't know what ball we've got to pot. It'll be tricky to get on anything here, isn't it?
Lots of power on this shot.
Let's just play a good shot and see where we end up. Try and move something, maybe. Don't know if we're going to be on a lot here. Could be, though. Oh, just needed that bit more power. Bit more pace. I'll tell you what, though. We are on something. And
This really is true.
these pots, the middle pocket, aren't too bad. And it's there. Haven't really got the position on the colour.
19.
And try and play a bulk colour, though. Which we've not done too well so far, so I'm not going to play this with too much pace.
He's taking on the yellow.
Play a massive risk if this goes wrong. But it's right in the middle of the pocket. Just looking at where the cue ball's going, this needs to clear the green preferably. Whew. I'm on the right side of luck today. That's just about cleared the green.
Very tricky shot coming up.
Now, want to get just bulk side of the blue. That's about enough angle.
Be happy with that.
And I think we need to go into these reds. Give ourselves a chance. Albeit there's none of them really in a cluster as such, so I guess maybe we don't. Maybe we just play the one next to the black, and that might open us up slightly.
$27.
Oh god, what an idiot. That red doesn't go. Luckily the other one does. That's okay.
Well,
Once again, we're going to struggle to get position after
Would
this.
have wanted that under better control, really.
28.
I think he's playing.
Don't think there's any doubt about potting this one, so we might as well
Tremendous
try by hook or by crook to get some sort of position. I think we might do here.
30.
Not been our best break by any stretch, but, you know, it's not too bad. We're getting there. We're having to move the cue ball around the table, sure, but Can't be perfect all the time, I guess.
31.
Long pot, right up his street.
Tricky blue, this.
Another trademark.
But it's there. It's
crunching
dropped
long
in.
pot.
You know, on another day, that might have stayed
Very well
out.
played.
It did go up
36.
against both jaws. It's not the highest break. 4 yellows and 4 blues in there. Finally going to play something other than the blue or the yellow. And if this is to be the end of the break, it's not terrible. I'm just looking at this red. It doesn't go. It's very deceiving because from a top-down view, it looks like we've got the space, but no, it
Playing
doesn't
for the
go.
right corner here.
Tricky wants the corner pocket,
What
but
a
it's
shot
dropped.
pot that
Good
was.
pot.
He's playing
And if we
very
can
well
play
here.
the pink,
44.
screw back for this other red on the cushion. And that'll be all we need to put us through to the quarter-final.
He just wants to slot this into the middle pocket.
Oh, we've underhit it. We've underhit it. That's going to hit the black.
That's a top shot.
Ooh.
He's cueing extremely well here.
50.
Well,
Just his red needed.
we're nearly there. So let's try and play this tight one. It's in the pocket. There wasn't really any risk involved. I guess Kyron could have come back into the frame, but it was one of those that, you know, it was worth a go. And that, barring snookers, bit of an anticlimactic way to end, I guess, but
Well, I'm not
that should be
surprised
enough
he's
to put
taken
us
on
in the
the corner pocket.
quarterfinals of the Scottish Open. Not a perfect match by any stretch of the imagination. It's going to be a reverse scoreline of what we got in the UK's. And not the best match, as I've said, but it's certainly progress from how we played against Kyron in the last round in the UK's.
He's lining this one up to the middle
So
pocket.
I'll be bringing the last 8, the quarter-final of the Scottish Open to you guys on Wednesday. Presumably it's going to be, I think, probably a best of 9.
63.
I will check that out, of course. Might be a best
Just
of
the
11,
colours
but I
remain.
think it's just a best of 9. Not too sure. We'll find out, though.
65.
Might as well try and clear some balls here, just to, again, boost the confidence.
Yes, he's
It's just
taken
like
the
playing at the practice table now. No pressure involved.
That's just brilliant. What a shot.
68.
Well, it goes.
And
Half
we
a
are
chance.
coming back to where we were.
Brilliant shot.
72.
Unfortunately, we're not going to get a century again in this break, but again, some decent breaks of 91 in the last frame. This it could be, again, 90, so solid breaks. Enough to be sniffed at.
He's going for the right centre pocket here.
And just the final ball to pot on the table, and I'll breathe a sigh of relief.
3.
I'd have had nightmares for weeks if he'd have beaten us twice, but we've done it. We've got revenge in the last 16 of the Scottish Open, and the home nation sweep
Frame and
is
match
still alive.
for Robertson.
We get to the quarterfinals of the Scottish Open. Fingers crossed we'll have a longer match next time out. I think that's really where we come and play our best snooker in the longer matches. My short game's not so good, but we've got through this one. It's a different challenge today, and again, luckily we can put that UK Championship behind us now as just a blip. Who are we going to be playing in the quarterfinals? It's a best of 9 against the pistol, Mark Allen. So I'll be bringing the first 4 frames in Monday's episode before bringing the final session after the interval to see who'll get through to the semi-final. Tough opponent, Mark Allen, but I think we can get the better of him. Good stuff, though, there. Happy to be back on track, and the match against Mark Allen. 2 sessions, again, we can get our teeth into, and hopefully that should be nice and enjoyable for you guys. And if you enjoyed this one, make sure to leave a like down below, comment your thoughts as well, and subscribe for regular Snooker 19 content on a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday. Thank you for your company today, folks, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye for now.